Hello, friends. We're living through trippy times, and I just want to set the tone of this video before I get into stuff, before I get into some of the offbeat foods we've stocked up on, by saying it's been a challenge for me over the last couple weeks to not buy into all the fear mongering, to not just take in the panic fear programming that's really addictive and rampant right now. For me personally, it's like a couple times a day I have to really focus on breathing, maybe do a guided meditation, praying, and just being like, you know what? I'm centered. God has this in his hands. Yeah, we have to do our part, but things are unfolding the way they should. So not making this video, trying not to have any fear in it, but rather for myself, and I really have felt and thought this way since even pre-coronavirus scare, it's wise to have a little buffer of food or vitamins or essentials, because you just never know what's gonna happen in life. And for me, I wanna try to do this not coming from like fear hoarding, get the toilet paper, get the Tylenol, get the sanitizer, but rather, mindful preparation helps me to feel secure. Have my little stash, nothing berserker, nothing crazy, and I'm centered, I'm secure, I'm safe, I'm okay. It helps me to believe those things as I'm trying to like mantra them to myself. So, what food items have we collected? A lot of people, when I go to the stores, you see them with like hordes and hordes of the soup cans, the Campbell soup, the chunky soup. That's cool. We have some soup cans, we have some bean cans, but what I've wanted to really be mindful of is what are we looking to put in our bodies in general? And I don't eat perfectly. I love my chocolate bars. I love a lot of like those tempting deliciousness's, but 80-20, 80% of the time, or especially if I'm like stockpiling a little stash, is it actually nutrient dense food? Is it stuff that's really gonna deeply nourish my cells and not just empty fill my body? Like what preservatives are in there? What chemicals are in there? Just reading. We got the quinoa, we have wild rice, we have goji berries full of vitamin C. We do have cans of wild tuna, but absolutely essential, would not go without, sea salt. That's my number one, a good quality sea salt, not table salt. Good quality, unrefined sea salt is full of minerals. Minerals are basic for our bodies to function optimally, obviously. We've also been on a huge salt kick for over the last year where we put pinches of salt into our water, usually at least once a day. I've been breastfeeding for 3 years, almost 3 years in May. It is now March. My husband is just this big sweaty man, so he loses a lot of liquid. And we've had multiple naturopaths and different healthcare practitioners tell us pinch of salt in your water really helps for deep hydration. Number 2, you're gonna love this because it's so delicious. Everyone loves it. Full of live healing enzymes and amino acids, superfood called honey. Crazy long shelf life. Let's say coronavirus comes and goes, my salt is good for the next thing. So is this honey. In glass, I really try to seek out glass when possible over plastic because plastic often leaches BPA and all kinds of other nasties into our food. Aluminum cans and tin cans also leach crap into your food. You can't avoid it always, but just something to be aware of if possible. So, pure honey, raw if possible, because you're gonna get different enzymes when the crap is boiled out of it and it's just this liquid like pasteurized stuff. So this is unpasteurized as well. I know a lot of influencers who are taking a spoon of honey, a little teaspoon of honey every morning for just general boosting their enzymes. My kids, no problem getting them to take honey. Okay, also, crazy great shelf life, coconut oil. This baby's in plastic. Wah, wah. That's all I could get. But it's hexane free. You can do your own Googling on hexane. Virgin coconut oil, raw, pure, and unrefined. This is an organic one. Again, you gotta do what you gotta do, but when you have things unrefined, the enzyme content is different. So coconut oil, it's basically raw saturated fat, so essential, a building block for all of our cells. And with a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old, it's really important for me to make sure that they're getting full fat, good full fat to nourish those developing little brains. There's also all kinds of antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial properties in this stuff. So heck yeah, if we're on some sort of woohoo rations, spoon of honey, spoon of coconut oil, salt in our water, we got the other stuff to help fill our bellies, but at least I know we're getting super good enzymes, super healthy essential fats. And again, shelf life, that has a 3-year shelf life. If it were to expire, you could always put it all over your body. Natural lubrication for wherever you need lubrication. Now this, I'm actually save the best for last. We tend to do these in the spring or in the summer, we get drawn to them. Sprouts. Not all of us have the privilege of a garden. And if being able to access nutrient-dense live food is important to you, or if it's the middle of winter, you can have a sprout garden right in your kitchen. So this lid was about $6. And I have another sprouting jar. It takes about 2 to 3 days for these sprouts to be ready. You get an entire jar of sprouts. $2.50 Canadian for a package of these. You can get broccoli sprouts, mung beans, alfalfa, all kinds of different stuff. This is a mix. And there's probably, I don't know, at least 5 jars worth of sprouts in a $2.50 pack. So every 3 days we could be getting fresh, once again, enzyme rich. So enzymes are gonna help with digestion. They're gonna help with mineral and nutrient absorption. Yeah, there's also a lot of fiber in here. There's also, when I was reading about it, surprising amounts of B vitamins and iron and magnesium. It's fresh life, right? Everything starts, most things, okay, food-wise. First the seed, then the sprout. So a little powerhouse, really easy to grow yourself, even if you are in a condo. Yeah, so that's it. Salt, honey, coconut oil, and sprouts, along with, you know, grains and some canned stuff because you can't avoid it completely. But yeah, just thought I'd share. Love to hear what superfoods and super smart things you are collecting consciously. Breath. Lots of breathing these days into our heart space. Wishing you peace, wishing you wellness. Extra bout of trust.